Hello, namaskar. It's May the 8th now, and it's about 20 to 8 p.m. It's Thursday. Today, it's the year 2025. I'm up at San Rodi. I'm Rajesh. Today, we've had a very historic moment. I see the news blazing across everywhere. That a new Pope has been chosen by the conclave. So, this Pope this time is an American Pope. He is a leader for the Catholics, meaning that there were other Christian groups that broke off from the main Roman Catholic Church, and the Protestant, the Methodist, and Church of God, and Church of Christ. You had the new Christian Science and all these, founded by Mary Baker Eddy. So this church now, the Catholic Church, is a Orthodox church, Christian church, kind of Orthodox in the sense that it's old. It came from a long history, and it's the European version of Catholic doctrine, and it's produced many saints over the years, like you can read about Saint Nicholas. Who knows Saint Nicholas? Santa Claus. And it has been inspiring many leaders and people across the world. Pope have been chosen from various nationalities in Europe. This time it's been an American. The Hindu version of the Pope is the Sankaracharya. He's a traditional Hindu pontiff, and he usually helps Hindus affair, Hindu practices, Hindu spirituality, authenticating experiences of Hindus, and guiding, counseling family people, grihastas and other sannyasis, monks and nuns and so on. I think the Buddhist Pope is supposed to be the Dalai Lama. He's a reincarnation of Avalokiteshvara. He's been reincarnating all the time, and he's coming back as the Dalai Lama. So I don't know, they say the next reincarnation of the Dalai Lama would be probably in India. But he said not in China. He don't want his successor to be in China. So we have all these spiritual leaders, what they do really, by their thoughts, by their practices. They sing devotional songs, they read books. By the devotional life, they send out positivity and send out healing, and they create positive vibrations, what they call sattva in Hinduism. That helps to neutralize dark powers or negative powers that is coming from other negative beings, negative planes, low beings that are not evolved, They send out their own kind of beings. So we have these supposed to be powerful, strong men who have been taught a system by the saints, Ignatius or Francis. But this Pope, I think he's from the Augustinian Baker lineage. We know that Augustinian Baker was from North Africa. In his youth, he was riotous. He was a very romantic person. Many popular with the ladies. And his mother was Saint Monica, who prayed for him that he changed and he would become a good Christian. And he did indeed change. He entered the monastery, and he became one of the greatest saints of all time. He wrote the text, the classic known as the Confessions of Augustine Baker, where he told about his battles with lust and all of these stuff. I guess in this modern time here, where people are more given to body consciousness, romance, and all this flashiness and egocentric affairs, he would be a guiding light. I think it's been very properly chosen. It's been very smartly selected for the situation of the world today, as a beacon, a light to shepherd all of these young souls, these modern souls here. And since American is giving technology to the world, it's giving way of life and culture to the most entire planet, he would be kind of like uh, pillar, rock for people to refer to, and so on. So actually these great spiritual people, they help a lot in creating positivity across the world. When we had the death of Satya Sai Baba and then of Sri Shanandamurti Ji, two great saints of recent time from India, there was panic, trouble, saying that much evil will rise now, more negativity in society, more pain, more trouble, because the control over the negative powers being released. So people will now have, we have these leaders, they come in succession sometimes they have to train themselves and achieve certain spiritual levels, spiritual heights, before they succeed and achieve certain posts in religious orders. For example, spiritual attainment of the mind has to pass through various stages of development, and these are noted, these are recognized by elders in the church, elders in the order, or the whatever path or marg as they call it in Hinduism. They will recognize certain qualities and they can attest that this person is spiritually elevated and so on. So with this new selection, we hope that people will be able to work together, more spiritual leaders will be able to work together to bring unity. I think the Islamic have a pope too, the Ayatollah. I don't know if he's a Muslim pope or what, but I don't know if they have a pope, the Muslim. I can't really recall it, any sultan, any amir. The Sufis produce some good saints like Nizamuddin Awliya, Amir Khusru, and so on. So we have here now a nation, a people who've been guided by religion for centuries, for millenniums. Religion has been an important part of their way of life. The church has been an important presence in their neighborhoods, in their community. It has bring solace, it has create positive ambience in the neighborhood where people can laugh and play together, little children. It's kept at bay many forbidden states of mind and behavior and negative outcomes in behavioral pattern among people. This is the importance of religion. So any least thing and problem people suffer, they would consult the local father, the priest. If you see some of the movie like Conjuring, when there was problem in the house, they got a priest to come. You saw Exorcist, which is based on a true story of a young man who experimented with the Ouija board and what complication it caused in the church and so on. So people had somebody they would go to, they would refer to, they would seek guidance and so on. This has always been spiritual leaders and spiritual folks. So it's good that the church plays an important part in some societies and some organization. There's the church for Christian, the temples for Hindu, or the mandir they call them, and the Muslim they call their place of worship the mosque. They say God lives in the mosque, in the churches, the mosque, or the place of worship where many people go to pray, struggle, and talk and converse with God. Now these are orthodox practices, and there have been new religions, new prophets and people coming to speak and influence humanity, but these have often caused uproar, like Joseph Smith in the Mormons. I think the Catholic Church rejected his claims of spiritual attainments and so on. I don't know how. I think the Christian Church accepts that the Hinduism is genuine because they say God speaks to these people. There are patterns in their state of mind and their demeanor, their everyday behavior that bespeaks and affront that there's something high and positive in their practices, Buddhism, the Pope usually invite the Buddhist monks there at his Vatican City. Many yogis and Swami visits the Pope. In fact, they say there are many secrets about Christianity, about religion, that are kept in the Vatican also. So we don't know. I think this new presence here from America will will display more diplomacy, more intellectual, we should say, intellectual presence. His presence will be more intellectual. His demeanor, his role will be more. He looks like a more stronger personality. And who knows, maybe he will be another saint also. We don't know. So it's all comes from the heart. These people were all brought up in a culture, in an environment, in a society where these kind of principles and doctrines are there. Even since ancient time of Greece, where they say many Europeans originated. Rome, Greece, these places, Italy. They've been rich cultural grounds for religion and ethics and good conduct, So let's pray and hope that good tidings will reach every corner of the world, and we have an invigoration of religion and God consciousness, and also that a great Catholic leader will be more flexible and more open to other religious denominations and practices, and Christians, Hindus, Buddhists, Muslims, they will all be able to live peacefully side by side, And hopefully he will play a role in stopping the wars, these interreligious wars that are going on, political warfares, conquistadouring. It will all come to a halt as people are magnetized and attracted back to the old culture of religiosity and praying and worshiping and so on.